This is everybody's day. This is everybody's day. The proof that the spirit has matured in the believer is that a fruiting season comes. What do I mean by the spirit maturing? Not in essence, because his essence is his essence, but he matures by influence. That he has been able to release himself like cancer. He has eaten up the body, and man has disappeared. For of the increase of his government and of his peace there shall be no end. It means when his essence comes into a man, he begins to creep out of the relationship in the spirit. He wants to infect your soul like a virus. That he recalibrates it, and that's what we call conversion. How does he come? By indoctrination. Be it transformed by the renewal of your mind. Is exposure to the light of the Christ that changes how a man thinks. That's conversion. A thief has a way he thinks. So this earpiece on your neck now, if a thief wants to steal it, he doesn't do like this. People who do like this, they are not thieves, they are just trying to steal. A thief has sorted it in his heart that if he takes it, you cannot know. When you are still doing like this, only the phone. So now you cross over from thinking they can't catch me to God is seeing me. It's not about catching. It's about a God that sees. So you take dressing. He's seeing me. I can still do it. He won't come down, but I will hurt him because I love him. On the altar of love, God wins. Abi, God wins. Is that not the meaning of God win? Is God win now? And see, I am ever with you. You want the presence? Stay with the mandate. I am ever with you. When you see the way people boast, their confidence is not because they pray for 10 hours. So they have locked themselves in a mandate and have learned that the mandate keeps the one who is true to it. It will keep you alive. What Hezekiah said in prayer is how the mandate operates. Say, I will die now. But see the things I've been doing for you. Who will now do it? If you kill me now, God said, prophet, go back and tell him he lives. That's how he preserves you. If you keep me on one spot, I may not live long. But to go there, break something, go there, break something, go there, push some people into some engagement, get somebody saved, get somebody healed, get somebody delivered, is a craving. Because that's why he created me. You may be just sit down here, but me, that road thing. And he gives strength for it. He gives strength for it. I am with you. Ever with you. Emmanuel. Ever. Ever with you. Even to the end of the world. Why did he emphasize the end of the world? Because a season will come where it will look as though it's not with you. So that remember, no matter how mature this dimension matures, if you stay with the mandate, you are not alone. That commissioning was a commissioning to infiltrate. However, if you stay with the evangelist posture, which is just half of that commission, to notify people that Jesus died for them and all of that, they join the church and your job ends. You don't, not knowing that you are supposed to actually bring them into a place where they look like the original. You can tie paper on your shirt and say Jesus saves. Now all of us are wearing Christian prints. It's a good thing. But the fact that you wear Jesus saves does not mean that you should not do the work of an evangelist. One, if I shall rock on you. it should give you boldness that as you are passing, somebody reads, only Jesus can save. And as he's reading it, you see a door in the spirit, and then you go into that door. So are you in need of salvation? That's what should help us do. Just that you also read it well or feed well on people's clothes. As they read it, now you move close and then you begin to engage. But understand that getting them saved is not the end of the work. Because a man can be saved and not look like him. There are a lot of people who have been saved and then they become more difficult to deal with, because if you preach salvation to them, they tell you they are saved. But you know that the only thing that is saved about them is that they made a declaration. We must labor so that the kingdom wins. The soul is converted, and then he ceases just to be a member of the kingdom. He becomes an agent that can bring more in, because he has become a template in the spirit. I'm closing now. They were disciples, and by this commissioning they became apostles. But there was a mode in which they were supposed to enter into places, and that's the mode you're supposed to enter with. Because I do not expect that when you get to the interview point, they say introduce yourself. You say, I am a Christian. And that's the first thing you say. It doesn't have secular relevance. And you see, we have actually lost ground using the name like that. Because they employ Christians. Even the seat you want to come to is a Christian that stole money, that they sacked. It's his job you want to come and take. And when you say Christian, they are still not sure that you will not steal. Now that we have been taught, the general teaching is that men should rob God. If you rob God, and you know robbing God is, let me not go into it. You need to be an armed robber to rob God, because he's looking at you. Abi, only an armed robber steals from you when you are there. The normal thief, he waits till you are away. That's why they say, that's why the word used in scripture was robbery at bold-faced point. Say, God, I know it's your own, but I spend it. And they've told us, you can't be angry. You are a New Testament God. No devourer can come, because you are a New Testament God. When we crossed into this testament, you know that verse was an error in the Old Testament, that you are the Lord, you changed it not. You changed. You changed. You lost your ability to discipline and you know, there's nothing on this side that is called sin. Jesus became sin and he died. So I said to Kurani, Abi, if you believe that junk after all that you have heard, if you hear all these things and you go out and you begin to traffic error, God will ask of you. Is that how they say it in English? Don't laugh, I'm grieving. Because people have taught truth, sir. People have taught truth. They have learned what is right. It worked. And then they woke up one day and began to traffic error. How can you say that sin has died? That if you lie now, it's not sin. So kini, transgression. Oshenani. If we are still deceived with the things that we have known, then we have done God the disservice, and you have made me waste my life. Because what I'm spending here is not time, it's life. It's because of some people that God has retained me in this town. When we do our maths together, I know the places I name. Let it not be wasted. Stay with truth. My closing words are that the apostles don't need to put apostle before their head. when you get into the secular world that we are going into, you see that the titles don't matter. So that when they ask your name is Tolu Agboola.